Good morning and welcome to A Day in the Life with me. Today is also day 22 of National Diabetes Awareness Month, so this is still part of that challenge. I'm in a hotel today. Right now it's 7:50. My blood sugar is 137. Oh, can you see it? It's 137. I have been like hovering around 140 all morning. So I think there is something a little funky with my basals right now in the Omnipod 5. So because I know that so it's actually been the past 2 nights that I've kind of hovered around 140, 150 overnight. So I'm going to bump up my insulin to carb ratio by just a few points. And hopefully that will help get some more bolus insulin into me. And then I change my site tomorrow. And when I change that site, I'll have like more total daily insulin from that higher bolus, and that'll translate to higher basals when I'm on my new pump. Does that make sense? So that's just a kind of a little bit of like the thought process of if I notice that more than one night in a row or more than 2 nights in a row, I think it's been more than two, I'm just kind of waking up a little bit higher than I like. I just have to bump up that bump up that bolus insulin in order to bump up that basal insulin. If you're like, what is she talking about? Don't worry about it. Go watch my Omnipod 5 videos because I explain it more in there. But this is just a real life application of that. I'm gonna finish my schoolwork and then I'm gonna go get some coffee and breakfast. I just finished my schoolwork. My blood sugar is now 159. It's just being stupidly stubborn. So I have one more school thing that I need to do. It's really cool in my nutrition counseling class. We're actually counseling a person. So I have an appointment, a session with her at 10, but it's 9 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna go grab some breakfast. I'm going to hopefully bring my sugar down by walking down to breakfast. And I'm gonna do my pre-bowls now for breakfast. Even though I don't really know what's there, there's gotta be some kind of fruit or something with carbs. And that's just because my sugar has been stubborn, so I want to get that insulin flowing now before I get down there. I just finished eating breakfast. I had an omelet with veggies and cheddar cheese and potatoes and obviously coffee. I bolused, like normally what I would bolus for this is like 35 grams because of the potatoes, but I did bump up my insulin to carb ratio a little bit, so I did end up giving a little bit of extra insulin than like I would have normally bolused for this in the past few months. You can see some of the fat coming off of the potatoes. Because of that, I know that it's going to probably result in a little bit of a more stubborn blood sugar for a few hours. But I am going to the gym after I do this call with my nutrition counseling client, so I'm not too concerned about the effect of that fat. And I didn't eat like a ton of the potatoes, so I don't think it's going to have like that much of a lingering effect. So right now my blood sugar is 131. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this and then head over to the gym. I might wait a little bit longer after this call to head over to the gym because that'll be about 2 hours after I eat. And I'd like to wait a little bit more, like 3 hours, just so that insulin on board isn't as aggressive and I don't get a low blood sugar while I'm working out. My blood sugar is 113 and I'm about to hop on this call. I thought it was at 10, but it's actually at 10:30. So this is a good blood sugar. We are kind of going down. So I'll have these low snacks. They're just like gummies from Whole Foods nearby, just in case I need to have one or two if I'm dropping any more during the call, so that I feel my best when I'm on this call. Just finished my call. It is 11:30. I love nutrition counseling and I cannot wait to do this with people with diabetes. Okay. My sugar is 102. It is starting to come up. So I'm going to the gym now and I'm not going to put on activity mode or anything because I think now that fat from the potatoes is hitting and a little bit from the cheese and stuff. And I'm not doing like a cardio workout, I'm doing a weight workout and then I'm going for a walk. So I think that the weights and doing that will actually kind of raise my blood sugar a little bit and then the walk will help steady it. So I'm not gonna do any activity mode. I'm gonna see what happens. I am gonna bring my same little gummy stars that I have with me just in case I do go low, but I think I'll be okay. I really do. So I went to the gym. I did some Stairmaster. I did some weights. My sugar was behaving amazingly. I stayed between 100 and 110 like the entire time. Then I went for a walk, and I also I was thinking that maybe I was gonna put on activity mode for the walk, but I ended up not, and that was a good choice. So then I went to lunch and I had this delicious salad with shrimp and a mushroom soup. And my blood sugar was about 130 when I started lunch, and I did just a regular bolus for this. I gave 35 grams worth of carbs and then walked back, and I've now been working on some more schoolwork. It never ends for the last maybe the last hour or so, hour and a half, and my blood sugar is 123. So we've been pretty nice over the past few hours, been in range pretty much all day, which is good. And I'm going to shower now and get dressed, and they're doing this like tree lighting ceremony tonight, so we're gonna go to that. I'm gonna have a drink. I think I'm gonna go down and have like a glass of wine or something and enjoy just like the rest of the day. So I'm back in the hotel room after a really nice dinner. I had a few glasses of wine. Now I'm having a little bit of hot chocolate because my blood sugar was dipping down around like 70. So I just had some of this to bring it back up. I had halibut for dinner, and also my blood sugar right now. Perfect way to end the night. Now I'm off to bed. Thank you for spending the day with me. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.